Hello, I'm Daniel Bauman, and I made this painting. I'm a painter, and I teach at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago, and I work part-time as well in design. I have 3 jobs, so I can make money while I paint. Painting is a job to me. It takes effort, it's work. It's not for fun. I don't paint for fun. I paint to make paintings that I like. It's hard. It's work. It's an expenditure of effort. And it can be frustrating. It's frustrating for me at times to paint because I'm not just creating something like filling in lines or something like that, which can be nice and satisfying, but I'm making something without a plan, so it's like my brain has to be really on when I'm painting. I have to be like thinking really like clearly, because it's just happening live, it's happening in that moment. I've been painting for 10 years. This painting here is called Sunroof, and it's 42 by 52 inches big, and it is made with oil on canvas, which is primed with oil ground, and I use poppy oil as a medium for mixing paint. This painting was made in 2022. Here we have a building or pavilion that is attached to further structure over there, and there's a sun behind it kind of setting or just existing behind the building. And you can see here these bulbs are kind of backlit or lit, yeah, backlit over there, and then they make the pattern of the moon. These bulbs are making the shapes of the moon, the cycle of the moon, the waning and waxing. Basically, it's about light with the sun behind it. That's not quite accurate. They are following the pattern. And then when I started this painting, I had it flipped the other way, and you can see that it was like a window display. There was this window display with light coming out, and here was a shadow of this pillar, and I flipped it because I thought this composition was a little more interesting. So now that shadow is like a structure, but it's hard to know what its function is. It doesn't really have a function, but that's okay. It doesn't have to. And likewise here, this is just like a painting that I just thought I liked that little bit of yellow that had dripped there, so I left it. And maybe it looks kind of like a lens flare if it was like a photograph, but it's actually a painting. I made this painting quickly. It took about maybe 3 hours to paint, of applying the paint on the canvas. But it happened over a period of a couple weeks because the layers I need to let dry. And the poppy oil that I use makes the paint dry much slower. And it really thins out the paint, but it has a nice quality that I like, so I think it's worth waiting, and I'll work on other paintings while there's drying time. So it took me a couple weeks to finish, but the amount of time actually painting was not too much. I like this painting because you can see I have just made scratch marks on it with my finger, and even used my finger, kind of finger painted with it a little bit. And it's just loose way of painting with lots of color. I can use all the colors that I want. It's not finished. And you can see it also has kind of a technical failure here of the paint. On this side, it's cracking. And that's because I used a heavy amount of paint over a thin amount of paint before the thin layer had dried. So the drying of that thin paint separated the thick paint, and that's what you get. That's why you get cracks. It's all cracking all over on that side, but not on the left side. So I'm going to, edit it a bit. This painting is not finished. When you get the cracks like that, that means you've applied a larger amount of paint over a thinner amount of paint, and that is called fat over lean painting. My favorite part of the painting is maybe the sun and the white that's left over here, and maybe a little bit of purple that's right here. Kind of ties it all together. I was like, this painting is not finished. My plans for this painting are to clean up this area a little bit, which is I'll add more paint and brighten up the bulbs because it's kind of like a flat orange, make it a little bit brighter. This painting is for sale. It costs around $2,000. The website is www.debauman.com. That's Bauman. Link below. I am Daniel Bauman, and I am a painter. This painting is 42 inches by 52 inches big. That's it.